Hey everybody, welcome back to Zombie Dance Party Season number 2. I'm your host, Hive Tyrant 424, and this is episode 13, our season finale. Yes, I'm going to end the season. I know that there are a lot of things that I can still do with the bloodbath, and I haven't, advanced the game anywhere near the game stage that I had in season 1, but the truth be told, I'm getting a little tired of the struggle with the knife build. It is possible. I've proven that I can. I've proven to myself that I can survive you doing a knife build with no guns. But I have to be honest with you guys. I'm a big fan of guns and the trap combinations, guns and traps, and I just really want to enjoy that aspect of the game again. So I'm going to end season 2, and as I said in the introduction, one of my viewers, his name is RJ Bone. You're going to see him in this footage a tiny little bit. You actually won't see him, but you'll see his name. It'll pop up on the stats. He jumped into the game. He added me as a friend on Steam, and I completely forgot that you could actually directly join a game that somebody was playing on if you were connected to Steam and you were connected to the internet. And he just popped in and said, "Hey, how's it going?" And I was like, "Cool." So we talked a little bit, and he played around a little bit, but I told him I didn't want him to get too invested in this game and the character in this game because this season was ending. I had been planning to end the season prior to his arrival, but his arrival just kind of, helped pull the trigger. And then, of course, there's the as I said in the introduction, the epic stupid that I pull, which you're about to see any minute. Now, you'll notice it is day 35. It is 1:30 in the morning, so I'm basically just killing time until the blood moon. I wanted to show off my awesome bloodbath tower and all of the improvements that I had made in the season finale. So I was just killing time. So I'm just digging away. And I wasn't paying too much attention to structural integrity. Huge mistake, you guys. Huge mistake. Structural integrity is very, very real. When you're out digging a mine out in the middle of nowhere, okay, it collapses, no big deal. Even if it kills you, still no big deal. But when you're cutting underneath or out from underneath your own base, it's not good to forget structural integrity. In fact, it is potentially critical failure. So I'm just grabbing up some iron, not thinking. I actually remember what I was thinking while I was doing this. I was already planning on how to set up the multiplayer server for me and RJ to get started on Season 3. I did actually activate a multiplayer server. I'm not going to host the games on my computer because my computer can handle a single player game and it can handle a single player game with another player joining in, but I don't think it can handle a multiplayer game while recording. And there we have it, the straw that broke the camel's back. And now I'm watching my base potentially collapse. I can tell you there were some very unpleasant words said at this point in time. Oh, that's as far as the collapse went, you guys. I lost a little bit of the one exterior wall on the bottom end there. And I believe what happened, the reason that collapsed like that is because I had not upgraded the floor to concrete. And I'm pretty sure that cobblestone has a lower weight limit threshold on it. And I had exceeded that threshold. So now I have this giant gaping hole beside my base which allows access to the underside of the base. And if zombies get in there and they start beating on that center pillar of stone that I did never cut out of there, they can collapse the entire building. So, needless to say, this is not how I had planned this episode to go, nor was it how I had expected to utilize the bit of cement that I had managed to make, or the concrete mix rather. Cement mix. Nope, it is concrete mix. Not like it matters. But this wasn't how I had planned to finish off the season. But now I have to make emergency repairs on... I mean, had I played out this build or this season for a longer period of time, I had actually planned to dig down one block around the entire base and pave it. I like having paved areas near my buildings because those bombers, zombies, the bikers, they can destroy, and they do destroy, natural terrain when they explode, which can create big gaping holes around your base. But if you have a mine going, like I had going underneath the exterior of my base, they can, one well-placed zombie bomb detonation can cause exactly what I just did. So I had planned on paving around the entire base at some point. I wasn't expecting to have to do it the day before a blood moon. Now, there's a lot of debris, a lot of topsoil, and some wreckage down there that I have to clear out. And I'm not going to do that at nightfall. I don't want any zombies being attracted by my auger or my chainsaw and coming in here and wreaking havoc while I'm trying to fix the idiotic collapse that I created. So I'm just going to go down here and survey the damage. Yeah, there's some wreckage there. Oh, I cannot believe I did this. Look at all of this. Look at this mess. Ugh. This is going to take a while to fix. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fix this up off camera and let you guys see that it has been fixed. And then we're going to move on to the blood moon. There we go. I really like that wet concrete look. So I'm just going to take off the top layer of what's left of the ground that didn't collapse so that I can give myself some continuity here. Have concrete. I don't want to have a big slab of concrete just outside my base and then have just one little patch of dirt in the middle of it. That just looks horrible. So I'm going to fill this in real quick and then we're going to get ready for the blood moon. There we go. Okay. Now there's that horrible, ugly gap between blocks and natural terrain. I hate that. Okay, you guys. Here we are. Final blood moon. I have replaced all the hatches in the hallway of Bloodbath with vault hatches. They have been upgraded with hardened steel. There are electric fence traps in every hatch except for the one that passes through my ladder to get down into the main base. And I've also installed quite a few, 6 or 7 I think, dart traps with trigger plates that are inside the hatch traps. So zombies standing in those hatches are being electrocuted and shot by dart traps. With any luck, that'll help reduce the amount of damage that they do. So here we go. Let's see. Ooh, we got ourselves a cop right off the bat. There's no dart trap covering the first hatch. That's just my preliminary soften them up hatch, because they do tend to jump over one another, which is why I've opened up every hatch in the hallway. And I'm shooting down from a gap of bars from above, as you can see. That was one of the changes that I made to the tower. Oh, you can hear the dart trap is working. Oh, look at that. That's a thing of beauty. I'm not seeing a whole lot of zombie traffic here. There should be a lot more up here than this. Wonder if the vault hatches interferes with the zombies being able to come in multiples. Oh, let's see. Yeah, they're running off the edge of the ramp when they get to the top if there's a zombie in that first hatch. I don't like that. Because typically when zombies fall or jump or run off of a structure and they're trying to get at you on a blood moon, they start beating on walls. And that's just not a good idea. Let's take a look here. Yeah, they're beating on the walls. Oh, okay, well, they come up now. Dance for me, Mr. Lawyer. And there's the dart trap firing again. I think that sounds really cool. The dart traps, personally. I think they sound really awesome. Let's see if I can get that spider. Oh, there we go. That hit him, I think. Now I can hear at least one bird, but they can't actually get at me unless I go outside. So, because I'm pretty sure that they're at least 2 squares wide, and even the entrances here. I have an open-ended hallway here, and there's an opening at the other end so I can see the birds, but they're only 1 block wide, so I don't think the birds can get in here, which is fine by me because they're a real pain. The dart traps continue to rack up the kills. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that the dart traps actually will attempt whenever possible to make headshots. But don't count on it. Expect them to make body shots. And I don't know if they have a base damage and then it's modified by the skill of the player that made them, or if it's just a flat rate of damage that they do. No idea. Uh-oh. Oh, sounds like I got zombies breaking walls. They're definitely attacking a wall somewhere, and they're not in the hallway. Uh-oh. Not liking the sound of that. Well, all my hatches are still there. Vault doors leading to the inside of the base are intact. I wonder what they're beating on. Yeah, I'll make some wooden bars here and see if I can create a catwalk to go out and look. Whatever it is they're beating on, it's all concrete except for the floor, and hopefully they're not trying to break through the floor. But it's all concrete, so it's got a lot of health, which is nice. See, now, ideally, the zombies would be, in the hallway getting killed while I was messing around. Oops. Well, that was dumb. They're breaking through the blocks near the top of the hallway. So they're standing on something, but there's nothing out there for them to stand on. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Nope. They're trying to get through the walls. I don't know, they're avoiding the hallway of death, the bloodbath. So they're somehow going up onto the ceiling of the first floor there. And then they're breaking the walls to come back into the hallway to get at me. So they're not really helping themselves. They're just inflicting damage on the base. I wonder if the reason that they're running the route that they're running and they're not coming into the hallway is because I'm not in the hallway. I think RJ told me that the zombie pathing, the way they work is they do everything they can to get on the same altitude as you, and then they go straight line toward you. So when I was in the hallway in previous Blood Moons, that was the height they had to get to, so they didn't try and go any higher. And the shortest path to me at that point was up the ramp. Now that I'm on the bars above the hallway, I'm willing to bet, if I actually counted blocks, wherever they're coming into the base from, I'm willing to bet that would be a shorter block count than running up that ramp, down the hallway, and up the ladder at the other end of the hallway to get to me. I think that was the mistake that I made in this upgrade to the bloodbath. I'll have to remember to bring that knowledge into the next season. So the next season is going to be a multiplayer season. I am going to leave at the end of this video, for those of you who watched the entire video, I am going to leave the connection information, the server information for the multiplayer server. And any of my viewers that have enjoyed these videos and have been supporting my video exploration, my creations with me, you are all invited to come and play if you want to play. I'm going to advise, RJ and I had talked a little bit about what kind of game or base we were going to build. I asked if he wanted to do like neighbors or co-op, and he said that he doesn't mind working co-op, and I'm cool with that too. But I also played multiplayer game with a friend a couple of nights ago, a buddy I haven't talked to in a long time, and he wanted to do co-op base building. Now here's my feelings on the co-op base building. When you're playing multiplayer with a friend or with a group of friends, I think, this is just my opinion, you guys, but I think there should be one person building the base, or the Blood Moon Tower, or the Blood Moon Trap, or whatever it is that you're building, where everybody builds or goes to for the Blood Moons. I think one person should build that. And then each player has their own house, where you store your stuff, you build your workbenches, you have your own storage, your own entrances, and everything like that. Typically, I would say, it's smart. Oh, look at that. They're coming in there. They're coming up from the ladder, so they must have busted a hole in one of the exterior walls. God, I hope they didn't go into the basement. Anyway, what I'm going to recommend to all my friends that join the server is that you set your own land claim. We'll be neighbors. You can be as far away from me as you want. You can be as close to me as you want. And you set your land claim, and that's where you build your house. I intend to build a Blood Moon Tower that will be usable by multiple players. It only makes sense if you're going to be within range of each other, for everybody to be in the same location, have the zombies funneled or bottlenecked into that location, and just have everybody just going absolutely crazy with whatever weapon system they're building. I don't know... Ooh, ow. That wasn't very nice, Mr. Constable Responsible. I don't know what kind of weapon or what kind of build RJ is going to want to build. I don't know if my other friend is going to want to join us and if he does, what kind of weapons he's going to use. I've gone quietly, stealthily, and silently long enough. I'm going to make this next season, I'm going to build it the way I normally build my character when I'm playing on a multiplayer server. So I'm going to probably develop my pistol skill, maybe the heavy machine gun, go with the M60 for Blood Moons, because those things are just so much fun. But my primary perk focus is going to be in construction. I do want to keep up with the electrical traps. I've had a lot of fun using electricity in the last 2 seasons, and I want to continue that because it is just too much fun. And I haven't even, in this season, I haven't touched anywhere near the potential of trap sets that I could build going strictly knives and crossbows and silent weapons and traps. I didn't go anywhere near as far as I could have. So I'm looking forward to the new season. I really am. Now, oh, ouch. Birdie. Go away. Got him. Oh, another one. Crap, I had 2 of them there. And, of course, picked up an STD. As you see, I had it planned on enclosing the upper floor there and covering the gas or the generators and whatnot, but didn't get that far, ran out of cement, and that's what I was actually going to be using, that cement that I had made for, until I collapsed half the world right beside the headquarters. So, they're doing the whole World War Z anthill climbing thing. I don't like that. I think I better get back inside. Yeah. The zombies want to come to as straight a line to you as they can, so I'm going to move down to the end of the hall here and see if I can encourage them to come up the ramp or through the holes in the walls that they've made. There was an exploding cop in the hallways. You can see a lot of those bars up at the front are damaged. And I didn't think to bring my nail gun, so I can't repair them. I have to be very, very careful now. Because if another exploding cop comes into the hallway and blows up under those same wooden bars, I'm going to end up with a hole, which is going to cut my real estate in half that I have to move around in. Being above the zombies does give me a pretty good vantage point. Yeah, I'm going to take a couple of them out this way. I started this Blood Moon with 150 steel bolts, or somewhere near 150 steel bolts, and as you can see, my ammunition is very rapidly depleting, so... It's almost 3 a.m., so got another in-game hour of this, and then I can work them over with the knife, finish off what's left. See if I can get that guy to fall down. Come on, fall down. Get electrocuted. There we go. The long corridor with all those electrical traps in it is working very well. Nope, gotta fix the crossbow. I think the big mistake that I made... Oh, they're coming in right here under beside me. I'll go down to the other end of the hall now. I think that was the critical mistake I made in this Blood Moon was standing up here. I should have been standing down in the hallway like I was in the initial parts, the first few Blood Moons, where, I had the first 3 hatches open, or first 2 hatches open, and chopping them up with the machete as they were coming up the ramp. But I came up here, which changed their pathing, so just have to ride it out, keep them from actually getting to me. to 30 crossbow bolts. Ooh, ow. And these bars don't really give me much of a view as far as like long distance view so that I can see the cops to actually snipe at them. Oh, that was another exploding police officer. No, he didn't take out any of the bars. He must have exploded outside. Either that or he exploded down, standing down inside the hatch trap there, and well, they've taken out quite a few of the hatches there in the middle. Okay, now you guys are just running around in random directions. Come on. Again, very handy tip when you're electrocuting zombies. As long as they're being electrocuted, they're still alive. Once they've died and you've gained the experience for them, they stop the electrocution. And there we go, 4 a.m. Just going to try and get that white, because those guys are still pretty strong even if they're not running. Down to 6 bolts. That was pretty close. And now we're out of ammunition. So, from here it's knives. Alright. I'm going to jump down here and get them out of that hallway. Leave them out here where I have some room to move. Oh, stupid bird. Go away. Got to make sure we keep our stamina at max. There are bound to still be a couple of runners, a couple of feral zombies. Ooh, loot bag. What do you got? Nothing of interest. Ooh, ow. That's not very nice. Come here, Stumpy. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Crossbow delivery system. I imagine that the majority of the hallways survived, the hatches and whatnot, and the electrical fences and stuff, because the zombies didn't spend a whole lot of time there this blood moon, which is a little disappointing, but again, I think that the mistake that I made was being up in the... Ooh! Ow! Ow! Uh-oh. Oh, come on. I survive a blood moon to get electrocuted by my own trap? Come on! No! Get out! Get out! Oh! 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 Oh, man, that was close. I had 7 health left. I'm so glad they reinstituted the healing abilities of those painkillers. I don't remember what alpha it was, 16 or 17, but one of the alphas, the painkillers no longer restored health. All they did was help you resist stun, which, you know, okay, that's good, but I really need healing. And that is one thing that I definitely neglected in this build was the healing bandages, first aid kits. I'm going to have to try and remember not to ignore those this next season. So, yeah, most of our electric fences are still intact. Lost a few hatches, no big deal. And they did manage to wipe out one of the dart traps. Boogers. Significant damage to the walls in the hallway. Oh, gotta get the hatch in the right spot here. I want to see where they came in. I want to see where they actually broke in. Let's see. Oh, there's a crossbow bolt. Thank you. Oh, they didn't break in near the ramp. They didn't break in at the... No, they didn't come in that way. Oh, there it is. So they came at it through the side. But they didn't go through the fence. So they went around the fence. And then tried breaking through the wall. Yeah, sure, that makes total sense. All right, everybody. That is season 2 completed for the time being. I'm not going to delete this game. I haven't deleted season 1 either, so I may revisit either or both of those seasons and do kind of a throwback episode or two. We'll have to see. But I'm going to post the server information for the new server, for the multiplayer server. And again, any of you guys that have been watching these videos and would like to join in and either just stop in and say hi, or if you want to play and maintain, I will keep the server up and running for the duration of the filming of season 3 at the very least, and possibly longer if we have players that want to stay and enjoy working together. The PvP settings on the server will be strangers can be killed, but if you are allies, you will not be able to hurt each other. So, and that's just because I don't like friendly fire. Friendly fire isn't. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That is season 2 concluded. Your support has been much appreciated. Please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed watching this season and this episode. And we will see you all back for season 3 of the Zombie Dance Party.